Good evening, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on ZSI2, and welcome to the final game of the best of three that we followed throughout the entire day. Tanjo versus Mr. Mario going up in the quarterfinals of the winner bracket of the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 7 tournament, and we can't wait to find out who the winner will be. And you will find out together with our commentators and our trackers. On tracking, Joshi and Kelly, and commentating, the one, the only Drew, and the even bigger Mongol. Take it away.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing? Welcome back, everybody. I'm doing great. I'm excited. I'm ready for some Game 3 action. These guys have been playing really great today, so...
Yeah, you've seen every single step of the day, honestly. You've commentated all two of the races we've already had. You're there for Game 3. I think if there's someone excited out there, it's you.
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a really good series, so hopefully we can finish off with a banger here.
Oh yeah, and honestly, if it's anything like Game 2, which I've seen, it's gonna be something, honestly. We're gonna hope for a little less forgotten picto boxes and an even closer one, you know? So we have Tanjo on one side and we have Mr. Mario on the other. They both have a Game 1 today. Who can go for number 2? Huh? Who can go for number 2? We're gonna find that out together as they're getting kind of ready now. Like it's about to start. A few seconds. And there we go. We're starting up there.
Overlook.
Yeah, overlook. Right at the corner of the map. Windfall back to Jahala. I missed the first two ones.
Yeah, there was a paw print to Helmarock. Cliff is dead, Angular dead, Tingle dead. A couple others were dead.
Tingle's always dead until you need him. Hey, 20 rupees on the tree branch. Let's go.
Yeah, Wizro Cave dead.
A shard from
Tingle and Errol both being hinted. Pretty funny.
Yeah. And we are gonna have a warp to Mother and Child, and we start with bombs tonight.
Nice.
Tanjo's the first one to finish up with the hints. Now warping to Windfall instead. Not much going on there. And I lied, it's not Windfall, it's now Dragon Boost.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna opt to put off Windfall for a little bit, just hoping to find a Picto Box. Hopefully it's gonna be a little bit easier to find than in Game 2.
Yeah, we kind of... The bombs are a good starting item, honestly. They open up so much. I don't know why I talked about Windfall, considering that this is probably the one that opens the most. Especially here. Oh, Tingle Tuner. That's rare.
Nice.
Kinda illegal to use, but you know, it's cool.
Yeah, we love our boy Tingle, so...
It's always nice to get the GBA, you know?
Yeah.
And parking right next to Tingle, shooting a bomb. Hoping for the chips to fall. Let's go. It looks spiky too. I'm gonna get storage as usual. Bit of trouble getting the chest down from Mario. He's a little close to the wall, so it can be a little hard to hang.
Looks like he does get it eventually.
Yeah. And looks like we're going straight back to the boat. For Tanjo, so it was something in the chest. We're gonna find that out next time we change quadrants. There you go. Mr. Mario also checking it. A little bit different on the peak there. Just using head through the wall instead of telescope to the wall. And making a stop at Beetles. Interesting. $20 for a leaf? Whoa!
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. I'd take that.
I'd take that any day, especially with bombs. Like, I'd be breaking some rocks here to get 20 rupees real quick. Oh, and the mailbox is also a good dot there. Tenjo now getting to pop print Tingle's chart. It's a very Tingle heavy seed for a seed where Tingle has been into dead. They see a boomerang.
And it was a shard from the chest on top of the boulder. So
Interesting. That's a good one.
yeah, not really gonna help us out immediately, but we do need that.
They're just gonna have enough money for that leaf now. There we go. Deku leaf acquired. Mr. Mario, a little far from the island to my taste, but it did not see any spikes and is opting to go to pop print instead. Speaking of pop print, Tanjo now getting to the island. Nice little sword slash to not fall in the water there. Apparently our hints are now in the system. Soon enough, you're going to be able to check those. Look at that. All the hints are here. And a Master Sword too.
Yeah, sword is nice. This area is path to Helmarok, so that could possibly indicate like a vanilla hammer, but I would imagine there's something else here. Looks like Scale the Wall is not spiky, but we do have another one behind the left boulder here. And that is going to be our hammer, so...
Thank you, game, for making the hints simple.
Yeah. So we got a sword and a hammer. We can go in full clear Forsaken Fortress if we'd like. We also do have the leaf, so we can do it pretty easily.
Yeah, that is a pretty fast clear. Very early in the seed if you want it. And Tenjo's warping, so you never know. And yes, we're going straight there.
Yeah.
That is pretty amazing to see. Starting with bombs does open a lot. Alright, good night, sweet wood wall. We're in. And Tim Gannon. 6 minutes in. Let's go. That's different.
Mario just gonna make a quick stop at Forest Haven, grab the leaf from Beetle here, and probably clear these 2 checks while he's in the quadrant.
I wouldn't be too surprised about that. Tenjo finishing things off. Only need another hit on the bad guy here. Yeah, that Cliff Plateau is always a little sad. You don't get your usual storages at the start. Does that look brown, but I'm not sure. Mario now waiting for the Cyclone. And something spiky is waiting for us on the ghost chest.
Yeah, it should be noted that we do have a hint for the tree branch check, and it is dead, so Mario waiting here must mean that he did see a spiky up there on the small island.
Yeah, which means I was completely wrong. And I love being wrong. When it means that we're gonna see something spiky. Look at that, it is a spiky chest. These guys have better highs than I do. Taking it, opening it, and getting a bait bag. Speaking of bags, that's kind of a money bag. Think about it. And then just side, it has opened a piece of mail, which is always exciting. Alright, is Mr. Mario gonna join Tanjo in Forsaken Fortress? Of course he is. The real question now... Oh, another bag! That's a lot of bags!
It's a lot of bags, yeah.
There's a lot of bags. Oh boy. The real question, though, is where are we going after Forsaken Fortress? I think it's gonna be influenced by that last little spiky chest. The most. Like, we don't know yet what we're gonna get exactly. So,
yeah, I do expect these guys to continue just clearing stuff that isn't Windfall until they get a Picto Box or until they start running out of checks. So it'd be interesting to see where we end up.
Yes, we did find out it was the Triforce Shard that we have. That's what was at the DRI. And would you look at that? It's a bird. Not even 10 minutes in. This feels illegal. You know, usually when I'm able to knock down at least one boss before an hour is done, I feel pretty good about myself. I'm a happy camper. 10 minutes though. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's quick.
Right, we're all the way up the tower. Let's get the bird back in the water. And then dive to go with him. Nicely done on the storage there. And Mario also in Forsaken Fortress. Don't fall down. There is a nice little spiky chest here. So the money bag, the mail bag, and the bait bag are gonna be in Mr. Mario's inventory after the end of this dungeon. Only missing a bomb bag. Imagine. In the spoils bag, unless that was in the chest that we stored to get to the bird. that would be funny.
Yep, we won't know probably until we leave this place, which will be very soon for Tanjo. You have a very clean King Helm Rock, as you would expect.
Yeah, a lot cleaner than the cutscene. Oh boy. Okay, he's here. He makes it just above the tower. Oh,
And we get a ghost ship chart. Okay.
Not used to seeing the boss drop something in these settings, but it does happen. And I think it was Neru's Pearl.
Alright, so not gonna be useful at all for us this seed.
No,
But that ghost ship chart might give us something. We do have the Great Sea path to Goma, and all we found is a leaf, which can be logically required if there is a small key on the big key chest.
Yeah, it could mean that, honestly. But
We'll
also, something else on the Great Sea could be the actual path. Alright, so the ghost ship is a crescent moon right now. But it's night. good time to visit Mesa. Don't need to roll clip into that house. Feels good. You also don't need to start questioning everything, like why is Mesa not at home? He's supposed to be sleeping. Right, it's time for the bird from MrMario 2. About to knock it down. 2 letters for Tanjo. The bomb letter has not been checked yet, and the other one is going to be the wallet. So you in formation here. Becky's letter. That is something that we can actually do. You don't need a lot of the chest to know what if it's Viking or not, huh?
I guess not.
You
Yeah.
really don't. Alright, I know I said no roll clips, but that was a lie. Roll clip time. Okay, next one. See? And it's time for the bird. That's the other side. We're on top of the gel, on top of the world.
Got another spiky here in Jaboon's cave.
Good old Jabu. Well, that's pretty spiky.
So it's gonna be our second shard.
Yeah. I love how in the rando Jaboon is just a raft with a chest on it. Can't even be bothered to show up. To be fair, I don't think any player would be down with having the cutscene instead.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty long one. We even got Zephos out of the game, and that one wasn't that long. Oh my god, it's time for golf. Well, basketball first. That one is so close that you can actually dunk in it. It feels. And no golf. Golf has been cancelled.
Looks like Mario will be opting to go to Windfall first.
It's interesting, honestly. He probably knows about how Tanjo likes to play, and lots of the top runners like to avoid Windfall for as long as they can. So it can be a pretty effective counterplay if you find something there that helps you with the ocean instead.
Yeah, maybe opting to just do everything here that's not hide and seek, and maybe hoping for a bottle or something before going to outset.
Getting the door storage down here. Now, making their way to dots. Still amazes me that people have the time for that. Tanjo now with the Matsulas. Not a lot to help deal with them, so just gonna have to flail wildly until they're dead. That is a spiky chest. That's a less than spiky top, though. Oh, extremely spiky chest. Even the stuff in it was spiky. It's not very required for this one, though. So, a little sad on that side. But it could be pretty useful in Ice Ring. Unless that was called off. I don't remember my hits.
Nope, Ice Ring is totally in this seed, so...
Oh, that's pretty useful to get to to that little cavern inside of it. Tanjo getting chest storage with the bombs here. Probably gonna bring that to the next island. Not that far off, so. And with that, you can just kind of clip through the island, which is pretty useful. No need for a Wind Waker dive, just pretty much walk through it. MrMario finally catching Mila. Just gotta find the right place, and there you go. And that's a bow, too. Can't complain about that.
Yeah, bow's gonna be nice. Definitely one of our required items, so need that. Mario picking up some rupees, opening this door, which actually does not bring you to the top of the House of Wealth.
Yeah, there's only a few doors that actually do that, sadly. That wasn't one of them. If you select doors that basically your door has to share the same the same loading zone as the door that you want to reach. So basically that means that the interior of the cafe bar and the interior of this house are both in the same cell. If I recall properly.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Hey, grapple. Also, no consequences for breaking the pots. It's only the first owner that does that. Now, don't quote me on it, but I think that's why that does this. That might be a good question for Crane. You could probably explain it better than I do. Would you look at that? It's Zuneri. And Zuneri is about to give us his job. We're even setting up to catch the kids. I kind of like that play on the Dr. Mario side. It could pay off. It already has paid off a little with the bow. And you never know. Maybe you're gonna get a little something extra too.
Yeah, that bow could be pretty helpful for DRC if we decide to go there early. He will have to find the grapple from Diamond Step, but it's not too far out of the way. Looks like Tanjo won't be missing out on the bow though. Gonna be clearing Windfall for himself.
Yeah, getting there at night too, so you get to peek that little transparent chest on the island. Always good information for later. And Ariel's letter. Not something we've seen yet, I think. Oh no, that's another shard.
Yep, that one was hinted, so he knew there'd be getting a shard there.
And nothing at the end of the maze there. But Mr. Mario's gonna take just a little bit of time to get that rupee under the bed. It looks like Tanjo's getting that bow very early. Got there at night, so it does make sense to start with Mila. No point in delaying that if you get there at night. Bit of trouble with the storage here. Probably a little nervous because he is canceling that a little early. Probably means that we're going to need to be a little less greedy and not go for tot while waiting for Mila. And it's Cyclops time, which means I am off to put the frogs in the chat. I like that one. It's a good frog. It's what Cyclos looks like when you do that check with ice arrows, you know. And waiting for Mila. Oh, time to play the song we already know. Treasure chart 24? Pretty low on the treasure chart tier list, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with us being at Shark Island, gonna head south to Headstone, clear out pretty much all of these southern regions.
It's a good place to be, honestly. One of the better places that you can get Cyclos at. Kind of close to the action in this season too, because there was a few things added to the south.
Yep. Unfortunately, we do have a dead angular in this seed, but still a couple things to do.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
I can't see it.
I have no idea.
I think he's trying to get a better angle here. Against the cloud, maybe, yeah. Okay, that's a treasure chart? Or is that a hook shot? No, that's a treasure chart.
It looks like a treasure chart. Maybe a Triforce chart. Not quite sure. They do share a model, just at the corners. Oh, and it's time for the Octo. And it's also time for us to pay attention, because there's a hint in there.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you don't match this text too quick. And we gotta make sure that we catch it here. Because it could be pretty important, although typically not so much.
But we are pretty early in the seed for this one, so it could matter, honestly. It's one of the best moments for that, at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when you get it late in the seed, usually it's something you've already found.
Yeah, hopefully that won't be the case here.
Treasure chart, that's as good as Cyclos. Thank you. Empty
We have
bottle.
the
I read
cliff
empty
flat
bottle. Did read empty
So-
bottle. Don't know where.
So with clip flat bottle, Mario now knows that he'll never have to save Grandma, so he's just going straight for outset.
Aw, Grandma, no. Grandma.
So honestly, sort of helpful information.
Yeah, but at what cost? Grandma.
Yeah, the Great Fairy just doomed Grandma, honestly.
And usually it takes fairies to save Grandma. Now a fairy just doomed her instead. Oh, and hello, ZeldaSpeedRuns guy people. Hope you're doing well. We're here. It's game 3 of Tanjo versus Mr. Mario. All 3 games happened today. It's 1-1 right now, and honestly, very close. It's going to be fun.
Yep, we've had a pretty big amount of divergence here after our first dungeon, so getting a lot of things done across the map.
If you look at that, it's time to fly for Tanjo. And there's a dancing mailbox. The best kind of mailboxes. Oh boy. Town flower. Can't believe that was vanilla. I love how it's always vanilla. It's like the soup. Which we probably won't see today, sadly. Moblin's letter from the postman. That's vanilla.
Yeah, earlier it was we had it the other way around, and
That is vanilla.
Like I think in game 1 we had it the other way around. where Maggie gave Maggie's letter, and now we have this.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Everything that's vanilla just feels good in a rando, you know. Hello, Maggie. I have the letter from the guy that you met. He says he wants to hate you.
Yeah,
That's all I
command
say.
melody is going to be a little helpful in Earth
Oh
Builder.
no! The rich people always have their command melody. They control they control us. This is social commentary now. I hate when that happens. Oh, great fish! Great fish!
Yep, we've got a check here, as well as a Goron, which we can trade with for that flower.
Yeah. I love that Goron because it's like, hey, you want to trade that flower? I could trade you straight away to the one that you need, but instead, you're gonna have to show it to me again.
He has like instant buyer's remorse or trader's remorse, I guess.
Yeah.
So wait a second, give me that back. You can have this one instead.
I didn't want to give it to you, you know. Powered bracelets, though, that's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely need those in this seed to beat Valhalla.
The strength of a Goron right next to one. Ah, the golf strike back. That's why
I
I
also
just
like
play
the Goron's hat. Very funny.
Yeah, they do have nice hats. The Bum Island Goron has a pretty good hat too. Yeah, you get the raid for sea and then get back to your town. Yeah, I remember that. The strategy guy goes pretty in depth about that stuff, and pretty interesting. It's kind of wild that you don't need to do the whole trading sequence to even get to the end of the trading sequence. And there's a solid 3 statues I think you can just avoid completely. Nicely done by Mr. Mario here. And the sea hat is now in the way. Classic sea hat.
Tanjo, with that grapple he got from Diamond Step, gonna kill a gunboat, and then carry on to the Rockspire Cave, kill some keys.
I'd like to mention that we did not take down this boat. His friend did for us. The last shot was from the other boat.
Oh, jeez.
Another Master Sword.
Okay.
And that's not the Lady of the Lake at that point. That's the Lady of the Ocean. A pretty deep lake right there. Right between the two boulders for the first one. That is pretty funny.
Mario accidentally opening the tingle. Got the honk.
Okay, we're gonna have a last boulder to take down, but we're not gonna do it. You're just gonna fly. That's why you put your wind in the right direction.
Mario opting to do a version of Diamond Step early that most people are probably more familiar with.
It's pretty hard to do when it's raining like that, and Mr. Mario's getting it anyway. Because usually your signal is when it starts to rain. Like the sky gets dark, that's where you jump. But when the sky is already dark, you kind of have to just know what you're doing. Not the easiest, but Mr. Mario's making it look very easy.
So I'd have to imagine at this point that Tanjo's probably gonna make his trip over to DRC.
Yeah, there's not that much left in the overworld. There's a few places, but they're starting to be a little less interesting.
He will start, or he will be grabbing Cyclos here at Mother and Child first, though.
Yeah, that is an interesting place to get it.
Mario
Mr. Mario
missing a
falling
jump
down
flash.
here.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a very interesting place to get it. I've seen people get it from the inside though, like just to flex. Like you get your storage, you get chest storage, and you face through the island. Then you void out on the raft, and you do cycles from there. But that's a new one. For the chart 24, as we already knew. Grappling hook found by Mr. Mario here. Does open Dragon Rose Cavern for Mr. Mario, but I think it's gonna be a little like Tanjo, and he's not gonna go there just yet because the grapple was in fact behind the hookshot that we don't have yet. Logic kinda doesn't bring us there, even if it's full clearable and never is gonna get faster, as was mentioned in the chat.
And we will need that hook shot eventually.
Yeah.
But for right now, I think, honestly, we'll probably see a DRC pretty soon.
Yeah, it's getting
And,
a little...
we'll just worry about the hook shot later.
Nice little bait bag. As the prophecy foretold, aka the other runner showing us.
I cannot tell if that chest was spiky or not. I think it
all
was.
I could tell it was on fire. That's pretty much it.
If Mario's sailing away, it must not have been spiky because.
Yeah, that's usually the play.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Golden Gold Boat. Thank you for not resisting. Just in between the bombs, weaving, bobbing, getting hit by the bomb. There's not much you can do against those boats if you don't take them down. Oh, Joy Pendant.
Alright, that's not
It's
the
the
worst
first one
thing.
of this. It's the first one of the seed. It doesn't really annoy us at that point. It's number 2 and number 3 that kind of get on our nerves, you know. Right, boating course without the hook shot. What a destination!
And Mario gonna do his visit to Great Fish. Seeing that spiky up there, we'll have to go back, but not a huge loss.
And nothing inside of boating course. Sadly for Tanjo. But it is locations in the overworld that are getting checked off. There's less and less places that things could be. Dragon Roost Warp. Is it happening?
Must be, yeah. There's not really too many places we can go from here. Fire Mountain and Paw Print. Both.
I don't know why he's already
cleared.
marking off the first chest in DRC. It's not like it's always the same thing. It never changes. This is sarcasm. It's always a key. Hi. Just a little too far from the goal run there. Don't throw it away, no. No. That's a dangerous thing.
Also, this Goron needs a looser shirt.
Yeah, most of them I think do.
Yeah, those buttons are holding on for dear life by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're just not having a great time. But at the same time, you know, if you're a Goron and you're not wearing an open shirt already, it's kind of not Goron. They don't wear much usually, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I guess
Very
maybe I should have
hiding.
mentioned, like, maybe he could do with some pants too.
Yeah, the pants are. You just don't mention it, you know. If you see something if you see someone that confident not wearing pants, you know you're not winning this argument, you know. Oh, other gunboat that is not golden. Alright, time to shoot down the platform. Actually, it's quite the contrary, Kelly. I'm shaming him for not wearing the usual Goran garb of absolutely nothing. It's one of the three. Yes, there's only three of them. Small key, or maybe big key. We don't know yet. It's a small key, of course.
Mario also
Shooting
sending a bomb straight between the rocks there, but from a
that's
much tighter
impressive.
angle.
Those guys are just in sync tonight, you know? Tanjo getting the Triforce Shard number 4. It's time to take the elevator.
Kind of wild that we haven't seen a single shield yet.
Yeah, maybe they're both in Lenzo's place again.
It could be, yeah.
That would be... If it happens twice in a row, you know? With two different seed rollers. Dude. I don't know how the Bokoblins do it, but they're able to cut ropes with their backs when they fall against them. It's kinda insane. Ooh, spiky.
Oh, okay, there's our
Hey.
shield. Speak of the devil. Tanjo gonna be making this platform cycle here.
That is a pretty tight platform cycle. Right, changing the wind direction, which means it's time to do the sketchy thing and grab the ledges. Man, Tenjo's good at this.
Yeah.
Problem with this strat is that we're gonna have to escape instead of just throwing ourselves off the cliff. It does work. You just gotta remember not to throw yourself off the cliff, which is good advice even in real life. Just don't.
Yeah. Mario running a little bit low on bombs. Gonna have to be a little conscious of that.
Just do. That is very low. Just not gonna use any of them for basketball here. Just gonna fly, which is a good way to save bombs. This room is so much easier when you have the leaf. Earth container, and Tanjo's grabbing it. For a second there, he wasn't gonna grab it, but then turned around and was like, yeah, that can be useful. It's a good question, honestly. I think they're pretty similar.
I think Mario does have Headstone and the big
Fairy.
Octo. Yeah. And then Tanjo has Boating Course.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because they both have checks over the other that the other doesn't have, but pretty equivalent, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, this is gonna be a tight race. I love how the chains are just there. When you open the doors backwards in DRC.
Mm-hmm.
And your character is kind of small enough to just go under them. Like, it makes sense. Right, big key. That's very nice.
Yeah, that is really nice.
Mario now on a single bomb. That is something. I think if you crack open a few skulls in this dungeon, there's a few places that you can get them, but it's pretty tight.
So I guess Tanjo must have seen a key somewhere.
Tanjo's also going through a lot of bombs right now, but that's to go a little faster through the doors.
So yeah, I'd imagine that's Tanjo's last check here in the dungeon. So gonna be heading for that warp pot.
I think the only thing left would be the big key chest, but I'm pretty sure that's a key.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so just gonna go right back up to the top, go fight Goma. After getting these 3 checks here, he has already peeked at these, and it looks like the 2 chests are dead. The pot, I think, was a shard.
Nice. Not gonna complain about an extra shard, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We do need those. Alright, Goma time. Grab your grapples. Grab the tail of that guy called Valoo and just get started. Because it's not gonna get much faster. So Mario having a bit more trouble with this this lava here. Compared to Tanjo, who made the first cycle, which was very fast, honestly. Oh, nicely done on the fight here.
Oh, that Bokoblin went flying.
Yeah. And things with Goma are going swimmingly. Evo's shield is now on his back. That's something you can do when this room is being very mean to you. Oh, nicely done by Tanjo.
Yeah, nice little 1 cycle there.
Yeah, as mentioned in the chat, not quite sure how it works, but this game works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, it's like at some point when you're playing this game, you just do it, and then you just keep doing it. And like, I don't know, you just... Yeah, I don't really understand it. But...
You can't play Wind Waker on instinct somehow. It's weird. I love how we call it a very vibes-based randomizer, but it's also the randomizer that uses like 3-frame perfect tricks too much.
Yeah.
It scares people away because of it. So it's always funny because there's like this. It's a little bit ironic, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but honestly, once you get used to the tricks, it's a very approachable randomizer. Even if you miss the tricks, like it's very easy to retry, and I think that's what makes them like very accessible.
Yeah, it like it's not exactly frame perfect. I think it's a 3-frame window twice, which makes it pretty damn close to frame perfect. But that's exactly what you mean. Like it's easy to retry, and it's such a repeatable trick. Like it's everywhere in the game. You get so much practice.
I think storage is either double frame perfect or it's 2 frames then 1 frame.
Yeah, it's pretty precise, honestly. But it doesn't really feel that way. Like when I was teaching a friend how to play, they couldn't believe how often storage comes back. Okay, it might be that, Sledger. I'm not very good with numbers, so I'm gonna believe you on that one. Nice
DRS
orange.
secret cave. It's
Oh,
another
nice.
shard. So getting pretty close to all 8 of our shards. Might even have them before we have full access to Earth Temple, honestly. Still looking for that mirror shield.
Also, Mr. Mario is completely out of bombs at this point. Which is
Yeah,
a little
luckily-
sketchy because you do need a bomb to get where Tanjo just went.
He does have the power bracelets, so
That is true, yeah, we can't forget about that one. Also, there's a way to get in without having Heat Leader, so it's terrible.
it is
Don't
pretty
do it.
bad. Mario has practiced it a ton because he did play it in the mixed pools tournament.
Yeah, it's a very interesting trick. Like, once you get, you try it, it just kind of works, but it's pretty tight. Treasure chart too.
Yeah, gonna check Big Pig, and I suppose we're going east to Earth Temple.
Yeah.
Gonna check the top of Headstone, maybe grab the Great Fairy before going in, but
Could be a plan, honestly. And that pig has been yeeted. The swine has been swung.
Mario opting to do boss key skip here, gets it very quick, so good for him.
Nicely done. Mr. Mario didn't have like the bombs to get the big key, so
Right, yeah.
could have used the stick, but it
Oh,
kind
hey!
of goes with it.
I picked up box finally. We can go back and do hide and seek.
Nice.
And I think, honestly, Tanjo probably will opt to do that instead of Earth Temple. So that's suddenly a lot of checks that are very convenient for us in Windfall. But first, we will be clearing Headstone and the Great Fairy, as we talked about earlier.
Look at that. That is that stone. Whoa. Can you see the future? Pretty amazing. I swear peeking that thing is the hardest thing in the game.
Yeah, it really depends what it is. Treasure charts are definitely really hard to see as they like blend in with the sky, but
And when they're just rolling around like that, they can't have the same shape as a sword, so you really want to be sure, you know?
Definitely.
Goma's being pretty violent to Mr. Mario right now.
Yeah.
It's one of those bosses. It seems so inoffensive until it's not.
Yeah, I used to get really offended when people called it like a cutscene boss because for me it just never went quite right. Like something always just went wrong.
It either goes really well and it's a cutscene, or it's the worst thing that ever happened to you. There's no in between. Like if every rock falls on your character, Goma
Yeah,
always
the
goes
worst.
for the attacks. Everything goes wrong, you know.
Yeah, the rocks make me so angry.
They're completely random too, so sometimes you just get clear skies, and other times you spend your time just shuffling a little to the left and to the right.
And if you're standing there holding the grapple, like sometimes it's hard to tell if a rock is coming right at you. So, like sometimes I'll see a rock flying and I'm like, there's no way that hits me. And then it hits
then
me.
it hits you. Yeah, been there, done that. Oh boy. You look at that, it's time to warp for Tanjo. Getting some bombs, Mr. Mario's side. Good idea at this point. And going back for the DRC secret cave. DR High, sorry. To be the whole island is the dungeon. Right, looks like it's time to break into Lenzel's house. Found Ivan pretty fast there. Well done on Tanjo's side. We all know how hard it can be to find that kid.
Pretty excited to see what we find here on Windfall. We do have, it's gonna be like 6 checks coming in really quick. So hopefully we can find a lot of good stuff.
It would be nice, honestly. We don't have all that much. The bombs are there. We found one bow. The hammer was pretty interesting to go finish for Sea Fortress very fast. But ever since then, we didn't find much as far as checks that open other checks, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been missing a hook shot for a while. I would have to imagine it's on one of these hide and seek checks because we do need it to get our grappling hook, logically.
Yeah.
Aside from that, just missing a couple shards, couple bows, and a sword for our go mode.
Zuneri with another treasure chart. There's a lot of them in this scene.
Yeah, we've got a ton.
Tanjo setting up. And we're in Lenzel's place.
Yeah, nice and quick, nice and clean.
Only one spiky. Is it gonna be a shield? No, it's a That would have been too funny. But this time we do have the Picto box.
Yep.
Gonna be pretty useful. You never know when the Gossip Girls are gonna be the key to the universe that night.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they're holding for us today.
Thank you, Tanjo, for retaking this picture. Even if it worked, it would have felt wrong.
Yeah, you gotta capture the moment properly.
I like to center them properly. It's this is how I roll, you know?
Alright, I'm messing with the bait there.
It's a little too close to the wall. Oh, that's a sword!
Okay, nice.
Thank you, Gossip Girls. Pick the box for Mr. Mario. I almost said Dr. Mario, but I don't think he has a PhD, so we can't. He might, I don't know him.
You never know, this guy is kind of good at everything. Wouldn't be surprised if he's got a couple PhDs under his belt as well.
Not even just one, just a couple. You guys just opened the check right next to me, thank you. That's the spoils bag. And we did find one random toy pendant in a chest somewhere.
And the light ring chart. We have a lot of charts. Like, we have the tingle chart. We have that one.
The number of charts is off the charts. Piece of art. That's off the charts.
Our hookshot is still missing in action.
Yeah, it's so weird because the hookshot is kind of the key to the universe of this one right now.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of thinking, like, it has to be Earth Temple at this point. It's not, like, a whole lot.
Could be Needle Rock, I think. Because of our bait bag. Maybe
if the chest was spiky. I know, like, Mario was there and did have bait bag, so I would think if it was something, he would have picked it up.
Yeah, it would have been weird if he didn't.
We do have Top of Cabana. I believe Mario did Islet. Maybe not, actually.
I don't remember. Maybe it was the seed before that one because I do remember Mr. Mario being there, but
yeah,
could have been.
I thought
earlier
maybe
today.
he did it from Needle Rock, but I'm not exactly sure.
All right, let's see if it was Islet. Because if it is Islet, then the key to the universe is pretty boring because that's been open since the start. Thanks to our bombs. Oh
But
boy,
it's
it's
spiky,
spiky.
so starting to think we haven't seen this.
It's not the key to the universe, but it would have been a nice key for the RC.
Yeah, it would have saved us a little magic, I guess. A couple ticks of the magic bar.
Can just walk in instead of flying in. It's a little less stylish though. I'm so
Tanjo,
glad
gonna
that's
go
back.
check out Needle Rock, which we did already see from Mario's side, so giving Mario a little bit of a chance to catch up.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm pretty stoked about the fact that the DRC lava gets frozen again, like the Innsborough.
It's really cool. I never knew that was a thing personally.
It
So.
used to be a thing like way long ago. And then Lago fixed it because apparently it was a bug. But what a feature that bug was. Man.
Mario
Right.
getting a nice Lenzo door there.
Yeah, very well done. Fourth Dingle statue. The Joy Pendant. Let's go. I remember that one. I don't remember where the important stuff is, but the Joy Pendants, you better believe it.
Yeah.
That looks like a bush.
Yeah, I was gonna say the little shrub is just completely blocking the chest.
That doesn't look spiky.
Yeah, okay. So Tanjo with only a few checks left here on the overworld. I'm gonna opt to go to this private oasis. Maybe break into there since we do have the means to do so.
Yeah, we do have the means to do the thing I like to call the millennial skip, aka property skip, aka I can't afford the house.
No, we don't have the means to break in there. I'm sorry, we don't have hookshot.
We don't.
There is, of course, a setup with bombs. I can't imagine we're gonna see that today.
Right. I kind of forgot that part.
Tricky.
Like to me, you can't break in with literally anything. In my head, for some reason.
It looks
You
like
never
he
know.
must have-
Maybe the key's gonna be there.
Maybe, yeah.
You open the chest on top, and it's just cabinet. We don't have hookshot, so we're gonna have to fly our way in the chest. Oh god, that's a bomb pulled out to get more bombs. And now we're gonna fly. Yeah, we do need bolt cutters. Oh, that's a spiky chest. What is it? It's fire and ice arrows.
Oh wow. Okay.
That opens a few more places.
Yeah, it definitely helps us out in the Earth Temple.
So the inside of Cabana is gonna be remain a mystery until we find the deed for once. Feels a little strange.
Mario just about done here with Windfall. We'll have to see if he follows in Tanjo's footsteps here. Or I guess not so much his footsteps as he's sailing, but...
So according to Mario's mini-map, we still have Islet of Steel this time. The top of the waterfall, and looks like boating course.
Mm-hmm.
Tanjo is now flying to the inside of Ice Ring. What an island. The one place in the game with ice physics. And we're breaking in again. Even if we have the boots.
Oh, it's so close.
So close yet so far. There we go.
It looks like Mario will be going towards boating course, which we already did see from Tanjo's side. It's just nothing in there.
He's setting a course to boating course. That is right. Right, just waiting for that dart nut to do anything. Oh, missed the head! That's what happened when you're fighting on a cliff. This game's a little weird about that. It doesn't really like angles, you know?
You do have a spiky.
Oh, that is nice.
This could be that hookshot we've been waiting for so long,
Nope,
but it's just another pick though.
Who knows, maybe Minenko has the key to the universe. Oh boy, it's getting pretty interesting. So where's Tanjo going with that? Straight to Waterfall. Meanwhile, Mr. Murray finishing things off at the boating course. Pick the box pulled out. We're going straight for Minenko.
See where Mario goes. I think he will leave Islet of Steel until he has the fire and ice arrows. So looks like he will be going towards the Oasis, where he will find those. Fortunately, Minenko not holding.
Number one.
Yeah, not holding anything this seed. She was very important in the last seed.
Yeah, extremely important. You can't beat the key to the universe twice in a row, you know. That would
Looks
break the
like according to Tanjo's tracker, he must have seen a spiky chest on transparent, so
yeah.
Gonna get something out of this, hopefully.
And maybe
hopefully something
Creep
useful.
is gonna double up. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, we did see him with a shard in the last seed, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, we still don't have our light arrows. It used to be like the light arrows distributor back in the days.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
That guy was an arms dealer. was insane for a while.
Yeah, as long as I've played the game, he's never had anything.
And on both sides, this is called confirmation bias. So you can't avoid something.
Hey, there it is.
Creed, you silly key to the universe. There we go. We now understand everything.
Yeah, we finally have our answers.
Pretty good day for creeps.
Yeah,
The big creepers
honestly.
are hitting good. And we get another spiky chesty. Hey, a shard. Can't complain about that.
Yeah. So just missing one shard and one bow,
Yeah. The best
as
shard.
well as
too.
maybe a mirror shield, but probably not.
Never know. It could happen. Yeah. The confirmation bias works both ways. Very clearly, we can see that in chat.
Yeah, honestly, in my experience, Creeb is the best check, and he always has something. There you go.
He's trying for reverse psychology now. Interesting.
He's-
Right? It looks like we're going for Needle Rock Cave now. And that hookshot doesn't do anything at the moment.
Yeah, it does give us one more check in Earth Temple, but
Yeah,
it was a check that we had otherwise available through the boomerang on Star Island.
Yeah, good old boomerang. Right, time to shoot. The shooting gallery. I don't know for you guys, but personally, that's where I find out if Puppet Ganon is gonna be a chore or not. Am I shooting good today? I don't know. Ten's just shooting good though. And it's not. So her temple time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything left, and he does have the menu for Earth Temple brought up on his tracker, so
I love
we'll
how
be where we're headed.
he unchecked the bombs, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a little interesting.
There we go.
Hey, okay. We have bombs again.
Yep. We lost the item that he started seed with. That would have been pretty bad. Imagine if we could lose items. Imagine.
So Mario, knowing that he has seen a spiky chest at Windfall, will be returning here to pick it up. This isn't Windfall. I lied. I'm going to be doing Islet of Steel into Needle Rock.
It's kind of like Windfall, but smaller. You know.
Yeah, a little more circular.
A little less kids to catch. You could catch the boats. That works. Miss Mary, your students look like gunboats. That's weird. Alright. We are in the Herc Temple. Also called Spirit Temple by the two people I've tried to teach this game to. It does look like a Spirit Temple, I'll be honest.
Maybe? Not to me, but
I
maybe
mean,
to
there's
some people.
ghosts.
There
There's
are ghosts, yeah.
Close enough.
Are there ghosts?
The real
in the Spirit
confusing
Temple,
part
though?
is the very confusing part about how they call the dungeons is that Wind Temple was actually Earth Temple because there's trees in there. You know?
Yeah, and then the one with the bird is Earth Temple, and it probably should be Wind Temple. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't
Honestly.
get it either, but Nintendo was cooking when they made this game, which is the reason why we're still playing it to this day.
Yeah, they were cooking the wrong stuff, I think, but it still made a great game. So
Yeah, very good game, and I remember when people called them crazy for the cell shading, and look at it today.
yeah,
As
it holds
aged
up.
today. It really holds up. Alright, spiky chest on the first one.
Yeah, you'd have to expect this to be the mirror shield, honestly, at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised. Break the little shoes before they get their forms back.
Do have a small key in the dungeon secret.
Hey,
There we go.
As predicted by the lack of places it could be.
Yeah.
Temple small key acquired too. Always a good one to find. So Mario is back to Windfall now.
Yeah, gonna be picking up his hook shot, as well as a shard off the transparent chest. And then we'll probably be following Tanjo straight into Earth Temple. But Tanjo does have a pretty sizable lead here.
Yeah, a pretty sizable lead. It's still not over though. Everything could happen. There's kind of a lot of fighting left to do here.
Yeah, and it sometimes does just come down to the way you choose to clear Earth Temple. Whether you're going for a full clear, going straight for the boss. Whether you clear basement before left side or left side before basement, there's all sorts of different things that can either speed these runners up or slow them down, depending on where the items
dungeon
are.
for that. It's a good last dungeon, if you ask me. You
Mm.
never know when Baito is gonna have the answer, you know? Keeps things pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Right, looks like we're gonna open this chest with chest storage. The question is, where are we going? Looks like somewhere where we don't need medley.
Yeah, just gonna go straight through, ignoring the left side for now. The bottom here is where the boss is, so any distance we get towards the end is obviously going to be progression for us. So just gonna clear a few checks along the way.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it, honestly. You do what's on the way, and then you work from there. You open that warp pot at the end, and you can pretty much go anywhere you want after in our temple.
Mario making sure he's not missing Minenko this time, taking a nice picture of her feet for whatever reason.
That tuba man would be proud.
Okay.
That legend. That's how she became Miss Windfall. Oh man. That's actually in the strategy guide. That's lore.
I really don't think so.
Imagine. This is the SR After Dark. We're allowed to say this. That's fine.
It's too bad we're not allowed to say fuck, though.
Aw, man, I wish I could. Maybe after. Alright. We cleared the room.
For a spiky chest, so could be worth our while. We won't know for a little bit here.
Yeah, we're gonna use it to go even deeper. Look at that. It's not easy to get this trick. It looks easy when it goes fast, but it really isn't. Oh boy. Don't even need
Tanjo gonna be making use of that key you got at the beginning.
Yeah, don't forget, there's a check over there. You might want to check it, even if you're not gonna get it. Oh, can you get it from here?
Yep, we can get it with hookshot.
Man, I'm
And
learning.
it is a shard, so gonna want that. Oh, or it's not a shard.
Uh,
It was yellow, but I
It
guess
was pretty damn shiny, but probably was a rupee.
okay. Yeah. Do have our tracker saying it's a pair.
It's a pear. Oh, that is also yellow.
I
Unless
honestly
you're
would have
like,
believed Tingle Statue or Yellow Rupee as well, but pair is just as likely.
it's a likely suspect right there. Imagine if it could be soup.
Tanjo gonna be taking a void here. We do still need at least 2 items to beat this dungeon. So gonna opt to pick up this boss key and maybe clear the basement before going on to Jalhalla.
Yep, it's a pretty interesting way to do it. Oh, and Medley's taking a casket to the face. Which, a casket hurts a lot more than a casket in my in my language, so it feels weird to say. It's the word for cap, basically. How did Medley get here? Bird magic. It's a new thing in the rendo. When we void out now, Medley gets warped to the same room as we are, if I recall.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same with Makar as well.
Yeah. That's a pretty nice, convenient way to get them back.
Yeah, it really makes this third crypt a lot less risky. I know back in the day, if you go there without Medley, you're kind of risking falling out of bounds and not being able to progress. But
it feels like the kind of thing that back in my days you just voided out. No benefits.
It definitely does seem like one of those things. So both of the many mirrors checks are dead here. Gonna go continue on to the big key chest. Mario gonna be storing behind the breakable walls here.
Oh, Tenjo.
Almost walked a little too far.
Yep. He likes to go farther than most on this one, but it always feels sketchy.
And Tanjo does have the light arrows.
Yeah, that's good.
Very quick, so that must be what we stored earlier in the dungeon.
Yeah, in the for master room. Pretty sure that was it.
So yeah, only missing a single shard at this point. Still gonna continue on to the Stalfos crypt.
Yeah, the Stalfos crypt that is now conveniently open because we went in the big key room, which you can't access without opening this, according to the game. So nicely open for us now. They're hard to aim at. These Stalfos. Just very good at not being in the right place to be hit. And I can't even complain about this because this is an improvement over what we used to have. They caused the soft lock back then, so light arrows didn't kill them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was the fix for a while. So you had to fight Stalfos. That's why when you get the player that's been there for a while, you're like, hey, they're pretty good at that boomerang bomb and hammer combo. I wonder why. That's why. It's called trauma, kids.
So Tanjo now is going to be going straight towards Jalhalla, hoping he has the last shard that we're looking for.
Pretty good way to do things. You never know. It could also be Baito.
Could be. We still haven't seen a note to Mom.
Yeah, that is true. You need a note to Mom to get Baito's letter too.
Could be here. Never know.
Never know. Maybe the ghost has the mail. Still pretty fast, but a little less fast than earlier today for this first phase of the go.
Yeah, that Jahala earlier was kind of crazy.
It was crisp. Oh, nicely done.
That was a good cycle.
And nicely done also on Mr. Mario for the chest storage. Not an easy trick to do. I like to avoid it as much as I can.
Yeah, this check here definitely is burned into Mario's mind. Not gonna miss it this time around.
Yeah, not even taking a chance to miss it. We're going straight to it.
Yeah, holding onto that key, probably considering left side here. We do get a better look, and it was a pair, so our tracker being correct about that one.
Yeah, we have two wonderful trackers for this one tonight, Joshi and Kelly, doing a great job.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy game to track for, so
oh yeah,
props to them for keeping up. Haven't seen any complaints from the chat, so they must be doing a great job. He's got
is low. Oh,
this.
that's oh,
what?
That was close.
I thought he was done. I thought he was out.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Right at the start, I was like, "Oh, that slow is gonna have to pump."
And we do have our last shard on Jahala, so Tanjo gonna be going straight towards the end of the game here out of Earth Temple.
Wow, good job, Jahala.
Gonna have to see if Mario chooses to skip the basement, which, judging by the fact that he kept his storage, seems like he will be.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting as far as variations go. If he goes straight for there, it's gonna really bring them back a little together, which is pretty nice to see, and looks like we're getting that.
Yeah, so Tanjo with a pretty sizable lead, but Mario not wasting any time here.
Yeah, keeping it interesting at the very least.
Yeah, keeping Tanjo on his toes. If Tanjo makes any execution errors at this point, it's a good chance for Mario to squeeze himself in there, get a second win in this series. But
oh, and that first phase of Jahala, blazing fast. Oh, wait, look at that. And Tanjo is now in Iru. The bombs really pulling their weight here. Just making us... That's why you always throw bombs. Like, even if you're not there to kill the ghosts, the bombs might be.
It's always really funny when they walk into the fire. Just get burned.
Nicely done by Mr. Mario. Gonna get that final shard. He doesn't know it yet, but he's about to enter go mode.
Yeah, and this was another really quick seed for these guys.
Oh yeah.
Like we've been mentioning, like these guys have been playing really well all day.
Very clean. Can't really see many mistakes at this point in these kind of runs. Alright, is the Dark Nut gonna survive? I'm turning down the volume to find out. Nope. Yeah,
Oh,
Dark Nut's
no.
dead. Dark Nut's dead. I cannot always look back myself. It's a 5-second loss that I'm willing to take. Right, Tanjo now in the Tower of Ganon. About to meet the Guardians of the Staircase, aka 3 Nidlands. In a door that kinda doesn't do its job.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mario gonna be on his tail.
Yeah, hot on their tail. And that sword is now on the floor. really very, very good races today between these two. Like even this one, which is probably the least close between them, has been very close.
Yeah.
Tanjo making his way up the stairs. Not quite getting that double kill here, but doesn't really matter. Goes fast anyway.
Yep, not gonna slow him down too much. Gonna get the double here or not.
Nope. We lied.
And he doesn't have soup, so we'll have to pick up a little bit of extra magic off these treasure orbs here.
There's not usually magic in those, though, so...
Alright, well, we're gonna just have to make do, I guess.
Yeah, just gonna have to be precise, not waste motion, not waste potions. Nicely done for now. Probably gonna... Oh, wow. I was about to say he's gonna wait for that stop shot, but not quite.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
The Dark Nut died on Mr. Mario's side too.
Damn, that's 2 for 2.
2 for 2. The odds of that Dark Nut surviving are not very high, ain't they? It happens once in a while, and I feel good for them. Right? Are we gonna go for the double or even the triple here? Looks like we are trying at the very least. Yeah, we got the double. The arrow didn't want to come back after that. But it does give us some magic for phase 3.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're gonna miss a shot anywhere in this fight, definitely best to do it there.
It's kind of the place for it, honestly. Easy to kill, little paths coming down for you. If you're gonna if you're gonna be missing magic, you don't want it to be on the last phase at the very least.
Yeah, killing the Morths is super inconsistent.
It's the only way to get it in this one too, so you really don't want to get there. I even say that
kind of trolling a bit.
Yeah. Oh, nicely done on that last bomb here.
Yeah, that time he definitely wasn't trolling. Kind of giving the time back.
There we go. That is the end for Puppet Ganon on Tanjo's side. Which means that I'm gonna turn on the other volume because PG's almost there too. The noise is kind of how you tell sometimes. Tanjo climbing up the rope. As anyone would. That's how you climb ropes in real life, right?
Yeah.
Kind of just floating away. Right next to it, you know? If you did that in gym class, your teacher will be both impressed and trying to burn you.
Yeah. Tanjo thinking about grabbing some health there, I think. I'm gonna grab it from these pots instead.
Yeah, it's a good idea, especially when you don't have you don't have a bottle even to put anything in.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Rao shooting down the rope there. So the tail is now on the floor, which is kind of more annoying than shooting at it in the air.
Sometimes, yeah, but he was able to get it there, so...
Yeah, very well done. Honestly, that's something I tell to a lot of new runners. You should always get a bad PG on purpose, just to know what to do when it doesn't go right.
Yeah, I've always heard when like looking at speedrunning or like racing video games and stuff that you're only as good as your backups. So
yeah,
kind of putting yourself into a failing situation and learning how to deal with it can make you a really strong runner.
Oh, nicely done. We have some magic here, and now Tanjo about to get to the phase where Zelda wakes back up. A little harder to do when you don't have double damage. And that is done for PG2. And meanwhile, Tanjo's about to click A. Send your GG's in the chat for Tanjo.
Yeah,
Just
really,
came
really
back.
good finish time. 133.42 for Tanjo.
Very, very strong game. Even Mr. Mario in the chat, Jay saying GG's. That's great. He's faster than the runner himself. Oh, nicely done, Mr. Mario. Oh,
Nice trog shot there.
that is always nice. Not a lot of magic to mess up too, so you kind of have to just believe it, you know?
Yeah, honestly, this has been a great showing for both of these runners, keeping it close in all three races. And
Mr. Mario is gonna go down to the losers bracket, but I wouldn't want to be who gets Mr. Mario in losers.
yeah, honestly, we might see him make a return for Grands at this rate. Like he's been playing super well.
Yeah, very well done today. Tenjo did just a little better and made it back after losing game 1. He won game 2 and now game 3. Mr. Mars setting back up for this. If you don't think you're gonna get it, always a good idea to set back up like that.
It looks like we will be getting both runners in for an interview.
Oh, nice. And we even
as
got...
soon as Jimbo decides to do his job, but...
We got Pog Slide. Let's go. I love Pog Slide.
Yeah, Mario's endgame here. Really clean.
Yeah, very, very clean. About to get a little less clean though, but...
Can be a little spooky without soup as well, taking those little hits here and there.
And Ganondorf is a combo that actually does 3 hearts of damage. So as long as you don't get the full force of the combo, you're fine. But mistakes happen. See? That's the one.
Getting a kick.
That's the one. Alright. He's dodging, he's bobbing, he's weaving. Zelda is waking up.
I'm just gonna have to hope that Zelda does her job and
just don't
doesn't
shoot
accidentally kill Mario. It looks good.
And that's GG's for Mr. Mario. Finishing a few minutes after. Very close races today. Wow.
Yeah, honestly, a great wrap up to a great series.
I think am I allowed to do this? Oh my god, I'm allowed to do this.
Oh, what? I didn't know.
I didn't know
welcome.
I could bring you guys in, but welcome. GG's.
GG's.
GG.
Another close race. Honestly, was pretty good to see.
And another quick seed. Like, these have all been really fast.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah. Forsaken
Baron
Fortress.
helps
It's just
too.
Forsaken Fortress 10 minutes in felt illegal, man. it felt illegal.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I know we started with bombs,
Mhm.
and that's kind of the big one to get in there. Finding the hammer so fast after, and then the leaf just being $20 at Beatles.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah, hammer and sword, and it's like, I mean, why not go F at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I think Tanjo was like in the final boss of that place before 10 minutes was over.
Yeah. That was kind of wild, but it can definitely happen. Especially when your logical access to Forsaken Fortress isn't through Dark Portal.
Oh, yeah.
The Dark Portal access is
I
probably
had a
the
seed like that
biggest
the other
need.
day.
It's insane that it can happen, and I love that it can.
Did you do Lenza Door Cancel with Picto, Mario?
Yeah, I got picked up beforehand.
Okay, yeah, I did the same. Yeah, normally, I know, normally,
Singing that, Bobby.
yeah. Well, like, I was at Windfall, and I could I had Grapple and Bow, and I could full clear DRC. So So I was like,
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
do Night Windfall, and then like
That's
just there's no
basically
reason
what I
not to
did.
go to DRC at that point and hope for a Picto.
Yeah, the
And
best
then,
thing
yeah.
about that DRC was just you had everything to go. It was never gonna get faster, but you didn't have the item that put it in logic. Also,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hookshot was like 5 more spheres in.
yeah,
Crazy.
like the insert to the universe was so well hidden in this one.
And
Yeah.
Creep had
Creep
it
of
for
all
some reason.
people had it.
Yeah.
Good job, Creep. 2 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Mario, like I was worried that the hook would be in Earth Temple behind a curtain, and you had to get the boomerang from Star Island to get it. I was like, I was
That's
thinking
evil.
like, there's no way I should get the boomerang here, right after Forsaken Fortress, because I'm definitely gonna find like a bow and a hook, surely. And then I was like running out of locations, like, oh no.
It
Do I
kind of
use
makes
Star
you
before Earth Temple, like, I don't know.
kind of makes you
Kinda.
think about learning that like pot storage strat.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I
It's
shouldn't
one-
have reviewed that.
I
It's
tried it.
definitely
it's
one of those moments. It's one of those moments where like you start with a shirt that says no fear, and after you have to go get your boomerang to get your hook shot, you're like, now you have one fear, like just one. That's this.
Yeah.
In an alternate universe, the seed was ass.
Yeah, that bow on a cabana is definitely annoying. It's always like a little spooky to rep cabana because like you don't want to do it without the deed or without knowledge that cabana labyrinth is in logic. But I also know Mario is the type of player that just blind.
Does it?
Yeah. So like
Just Wind Waker dive under the island to get to it at the start
Yeah.
of the
Hell
seed.
to levitate. Just.
yeah, Mario's a deed skipper, so it's tricky. So that's definitely why part of the reason why I kind of left it until the end.
Couldn't even
I
get
mean,
hookshot to Deeds.
Couldn't even get hookshot there. Yeah.
The true tragedy of this seed, though, Grandma being dead.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Like usually you get fairies to heal Grandma, and today a fairy was like, "Yeah, no, you don't need to save her. Trust me, I'm not biased."
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Or the Ganondorf maze chest has a bottle not required. You're like, oh, okay.
rip the bottle. But yeah, I was worried grabbing that fairy at the end was going to like cost me, like I was gonna get sniped because of it. But like I'm not brave enough, I guess, to go 2 hearts into Ganon. Because that guy hurts. And I did get hit too, so maybe it was
it was getting a little tight for Mr. Mario at the end there because Mr. Mario didn't pick up that extra heart container.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, the
in
one at-
DRC.
You got hit by 2 parts of the combo that
I don't know why
actually
I didn't.
can kill you, but not at the same time, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah. Because I was at like a half a heart or a heart when I saw that heart container and I just skipped it.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanna go
man.
fast.
Yeah, but going fast at what cost?
That's
You
true.
threw away your heart. Threw away your
Yeah.
heart for fast. Oh boy. But that does mean that Mr. Mario, after dodging going into the losers bracket, is now going back down there. But
Yes,
with a little
sir.
more confidence. Like you beat Bobby. Everything is possible at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I
beat
took
the
a win off
number 1
Tanjo,
seed.
so
Yeah.
That's true.
glad about that.
Little
Yeah,
more confidence.
Tanjo.
I know it was close races. It could have honestly gone either way for
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
all 3 races, I think. So
Tanjo, I do believe we know your opponent. Not sure if it's been 24 hours since. I'm not sure if you have that rule in this randomizer even. But going on to face Rick Schmitty, how are you feeling about that matchup?
Rick is a extremely strong player. I mean, he's the runner-up from last season.
Do you want me to get the One Fear shirt for you?
Yeah, I mean, like everyone has said, like everyone in this top 16, as evidenced by the 16th seed being the first seed already. Like everyone is very, very high skill level, so yeah, it's a hard matchup, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
And Mario, moving to the lower bracket, going to be going against the winner of Sizz and Claire, so it's not really much easier for you.
I don't want to make you afraid, but according to my dog, Claire's winning the whole thing. So
Yeah, I mean she won SGL last year, so
yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Right?
SGL?
Yeah.
No, she came third. Advo won
wait.
SGL.
Yeah, Advo does like to win tournaments.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why I didn't know that. Fake news.
Lucky. She did win mixed pools tournament.
Yeah, with
mixed pools.
Yeah, some exciting matchups coming in the tournament. So
honestly, if every matchup that follows is as exciting as this one, we're in for a treat.
For sure. I think there's going to be lots of close races in this tournament, non-stop.
So we had two wonderful trackers today, Joshi and Kelly. If you want to go follow them, their links are just above here. Our two fantastic runners, tanjo3 and MrMario, with their very long number after it. I'm not going to pronounce it, especially not in English. And you can also go follow my co-commentator, Drew. Thank you, Drew.
Yeah, and thank you, Mongol, for joining me for 2 of these races. Also worth shouting out our lovely restreamers. We had Trezco, Alkaline Ace, and Jimbo today, so shoutouts to them for getting this all going.
And I think Jimbo was about to become one with us and take it away.
Yo. Yeah, appreciate the shout out, but I didn't do anything. So, but thanks anyway.
You're here now.
But I'm here now. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, great showing, guys. It was a hell of a best of 3. Very entertaining. So, congrats to you both. It was you both played like you guys were fucking insane. So it was great. Looking forward to seeing all the future matches. Let's take a look at our ZSR schedule for tomorrow. That's actually going to do it for the night for us. But on the schedule tomorrow, we have a couple Wind Waker races that restreams aren't exactly confirmed at the moment, but I'm sure we'll find a way to get them on. But we do have a confirmed restream for the MMR Season 5 tournament. So winners bracket round 1 match, Zavi versus Blaze 1438. That's going to be at 12:15 Eastern time. That is 4:15 p.m. UTC. So if MMR is your game that you like to watch, be sure to check that out. And yeah, once again, thanks to everybody who volunteered and made these restreams possible. And go ahead and give everyone a follow. That was linked in chat. You guys are amazing. But yeah, we're going to head out for now. So I hope you all enjoyed and have a great rest of your night.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.